Okay, Aries, we're on a roll. I'm gonna just keep rolling. So I want to get these out. Cause if you watch one, like, okay, where's mine and my partners? Like, I'm trying to get them all out today. So this is how Sagittarius feels about you, Aries. The next one will be Leo. I might as well just put them all out right now. So the next Leo, and then Taurus, and then Aries on Aries. Ooh, nice. And then Capricorn and Gemini. Okay, so I'll put all these in a regular. I'm going to take them back for now so we don't get confused. But this is how Sagittarius feels about Aries. We'll put it right there so we don't get confused. Let's roll. So all the other ones are, oh, right away. King of Pentacles in reverse. This is how Sagittarius feels about you. Remember, if you watch any other ones, I say it every reading, that energy is fluid. It could be, you know, switched, okay? But remember, if we're in a relationship with somebody, we often are mirroring our partner. And relationships, we always learn more about ourselves. We always learn something about ourselves. So this is always going to be geared back to you, okay? So the first one is the King of Pentacles in reverse. Pentacles represents our earth signs, which is Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. Okay, so how Sagittarius feels about my Aries. So this is like Taurus energy. It's a solution to all human problems and controls of environment. So in reverse, Sagittarius feels distant or remote. Okay, they might be retreating to the part of their life that they feel more confident in. Sometimes this card also could represent like an attraction to a successful but emotionally unavailable person. Now, I'm not surprised at that at all. Because if you have watched any of your other ones, Aries being the emperor, you guys are the leaders. You guys are very, very disciplined, right? So the thing about you, Aries, is that you guys wear armor underneath your clothes and everybody wonders why. And it's to protect you from your biggest threat, which is vulnerability. So that's going to be your hardest lesson, is to be vulnerable. And we get it, right? When we're vulnerable, we are susceptible to getting hurt. Okay, but if you're in a relationship, you have to be vulnerable because there has to be feelings. Sagittarius, the thing about them is, do you see her foot in the water? Water is our emotions, our feelings, and basically, as a person feels, or Sagittarius feels remote or distant, and they're retreating to the part of their life where they feel more confident. Okay, so they are attracted to you because you are successful, but you might be an emotionally unavailable person, and because of the vulnerability. I'm not saying that's what it is, but this is fire on fire. So like I said, you guys could be mirroring each other, and you could feel that way about Sagittarius. But usually, like I said, we're going to mirror each other, so they could feel about that way about you unknowingly that you feel that way about them. Okay, so this is fire and fire, right? So also feeling distant and remote, retreating to the part of their life where they feel more confident because you guys are leaders. I'm sorry, guys, but I gotta take a break after this too because I've been talking a lot. But anyways, because you guys are leaders and you guys are so strong in discipline, just look at the Father card, right? They might not feel so much in control of their life, so they might retreat for that reason. So be mindful of how we are coming off to people, because sometimes we don't even realize how we are with others because we're so used to being a certain way. Okay, now this is their card. This is Sagittarius and Mercury. This is the Eight of Wands. So this is definitely their energy. If you can see, it's all wands, and so it's very fast, right? And eights are like seeking solutions on the tree of life. So basically, this is Mercury and Sagittarius, like I said. So this is like the Lord of Swiftness. So this person is fueled by energy, momentum, and passions. They'll not hesitate to leave messages, notes, or texts for the person that they are interested in. So you won't ever have to wonder about their intentions, because they always make a move fast on what they want. See how fast that is? So if they're ever feeling a certain way, they will be fast to communicate it with you, definitely. Now, the Seven of Swords in reverse. So swords represents air signs, which is Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. So if you think about a sword, it's like a mirror, right? It mirrors the quality of our minds. Now, you see that? It looks like this person's trying to get away with something, but the good thing is that it's in reverse, right? So this is the moon in Aquarius. So Sagittarius feels like you are letting your past unrelated issues affect your present relationship. So they feel like whatever had happened in the past relationship before them, it's still affecting the relationship right now with you guys, okay? So try not to be overly suspicious or accusing them of things, okay? This will just make them keep their guards up, right? So that could have been a past relationship with a Taurus or just the, the faith in it. So just take it how it resonates. Like I said, guys, there's a lot of Aries and a lot of Sagittarius. Don't make it make sense. Just take whatever is for you and leave the rest, okay? Please don't call them and saying, I don't feel like, don't do that. Please don't do that. If you want something more specific and detailed, I'll do a personal reading, okay? So now this came out with this card. That's what I'm saying, that they may feel that your past relationship with a Taurus or the energy of your past relationship could be in this manner. Doesn't necessarily mean it was with a Taurus, like I said, to get it resonates. But Sagittarius feels that you exhibit, well, in reverse. So they feel like you are coming off as fixated or single-minded about your own desires. Try to consider a different point of view. Also, it represents a partner who refuses to change. So they could feel that way about your past relationship, that this is how they were or how you feel that they were. Or this could be, like I said, it's fluid, guys, and there's so many different scenarios. So like I said, it's a general reason, so take it as it resonates. But they feel like you could be coming off fixated or single-minded about your own desires, okay? So try to consider a different point of view, always, right? And also represents a partner who refuses to change, okay? So like I said, you're very well disciplined and you are very, you're a leader, right? So very stubborn, I guess. I'm not saying that in a bad way. Just please don't take what I say into left field, guys. Don't be overly critical. I'm not trying to do that at all. It's hard for us to look at ourselves, right? And what we're doing. But with the general of how strong you guys are, it comes off to other people as sometimes that's how, maybe a little bit like a lot of fire, right? You guys are the leader for a reason. You were the leader of the zodiac for a reason. So, what I'm saying is be mindful of how you're coming off to other people, okay? And communicate. That's the best way. So they're basically saying that Sagittarius is very open. You're always going to know what they want, right? So you can also be open with them. Communication, 5 minutes of communication can alleviate so many misunderstandings or being misunderstood. Okay, so I highly suggest that communication would be key in this aspect. Okay, thanks for sharing. Appreciate you, grateful. So this is going to be messages from Spirit to Aries about your relationship with Sagittarius. Okay, so let's see what Spirit has to say. Like I said, guys, if you want a more personal, detailed reading, I would love to do one. So just click the link in the description below and I'll be more than happy to do that. Otherwise, don't make it make sense, guys. If it's not for you, just leave it here. Don't make a big deal out of something that might not even be an issue or anything else, okay? Like I said, don't take it in left field. Then tarot is usually based around relationships because it does teach us lessons about ourselves. And sometimes those lessons are very hard, so... But we're in for a reason. The Lovers card. Nice. Gemini energy. Page of Pentacles. The Lovers. I love it. That's mine. I'm Gemini. So, everybody's like, oh, Gemini, they have two personalities. That's not true. The whole thing about the Lovers is the duality. The white and the black. The dark and the light. We have to have two polar opposites. Just like the man and the woman. For things to even balance out in the universe. Okay? All right, so the Lovers, Gemini energy, nice. So basically the message from Spirit about Gemini, which is my card, which is my energy, is basically like love, harmony, relationships, value, alignment, choices, commitment. So that's what I was saying. Two polar opposites, right? The man and the woman, the night and the day, the white and the black, the cold and the hot. There has to be something that connects them, like the yin and the yang. The circle would be the third entity, right? There has to be something there. So that's spirit. It's faith. It's the belief, right? That's what connects these two polar opposites, right? the two things in our life to create the balance in the middle of our whole existence, and the whole universe works on that, right? So that's what this is saying, right? Find that middle path. And that's what connects Venus and Mars, right? So Venus is the planet of love, Mars is the planet of war, okay? Now this, when they say men are from Venus, and or men are from Mars and women are from Venus, it's very true, because men, when they get into a relationship, they're like, their thought process is like, oh, okay, now I have another responsibility. Like, why am I doing this? Like, why now I have to take, because they're protectors, right? They're providers. So now they have to provide for this woman. Like, now they have to feed her. Like, that's how they think, okay? They don't think like women do. And we'll take it as resonates. Let me change that up. The masculine and the feminine. Because a female could be masculine and the man could be feminine. But it's these two polar opposites that could, and also in even same sex, right? So what I'm saying, in spirit world, there is no sex, right? There isn't. But in this world, there has to be, because there has to be two, and it's just the masculine and the feminine aspects of it, okay? It doesn't have to be man and a woman. That's not what I'm saying, okay? What I'm saying is these two polar opposites, in order to make them together in one life, or to combine them, there's got to be that third entity, which is spirit, faith, God, love, whatever it is that your third belief system is, your third faith, okay? That's what combines those two. So that's the middle balance of everything. The hot and the cold. In the middle, it's warm, right? The night, and you see what I'm saying? So not too much, not too little, right? So then, Page of Pentacles. Pentacles are earth signs, which is Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. So the pages are like an announcement, or like so it's earth signs. It's Lord of new inspiration, right? So see how she's holding up that pentacle almost to the sun, right? So it's manifesting, or maybe even a financial opportunity, a skill development, new clarity, new appreciation, right? So that's awesome, because she actually went Pentacles. It's a court card. So 1 through 10 is the tree of life. You're learning that lesson. This would be the graduation into high school. You're not actually there as the queen yet, but it's progress. See? And now the 3 of Cups in reverse. Cups represents feelings, emotion, relationships. And the 3s are, so basically this is Mercury and Cancer. This is the Lord of Abundance. In reverse, this is like maybe feeling alone, or 3 is a crowd. So there might be a third party. Now, I'm not saying a third person. A third party could be an idea. It could be a job. It could be family. It could be anything. A child. Whatever. Be anything that is interfering in this relationship. 3 is a crowd. So make sure within, or look at the third entity, could be the ex, or even the thought of something being taken away from the relationship, right? Okay, so keep that in mind. Now, the 7 of Pentacles, my favorite card ever. Pentacles represents our earth side, so anything physical, material world, right? 7's our illusionary success. So this card is the moon in Taurus. Moon is like something in the dark coming into light. Taurus is right here. So this is the Lord of material success. This is giving, receiving, sharing the wealth, generosity, charity. Could also be breadcrumbing, right? So the thing about this card is that however we think and however we feel become our reality, okay? So keep that in mind. If your glass is half full, then you'll always have something to drink. You'll always feel replenished. If your glass is half empty, it's never going to be enough, okay? So keep that in mind, guys. And you have to be on the same page with each other. Now, clearly, they will always express how they feel, almost impulsively, but make sure that you guys are being emotionally available, okay? Talk to them. That'll alleviate so many misunderstandings, like I said, or also being misunderstood, all right? So this thing about Sagittarius is they find an even flow between these two polar opposites, right? So fire and fire. It's a fiery relationship, I'm sure. So there's your reading for how Sagittarius feels about you, Aries. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure you share, like, subscribe, guys. Love and light.